Deadly week-long protests in South Africa have led to widespread damage across the country. The demonstrations come after former President Jacob Zuma was jailed. NBC News foreign correspondent Kelly Kobaya joins us now for a closer look. Kelly, I know you're on the ground there. What can you tell us?
Well, Savannah, it's still pretty tense here in South Africa, across the country, really, today. There were more protests and more looting and violence in some parts of the country overnight. More businesses destroyed. This mall you see here is just one of hundreds that have been looted and destroyed over the past several days. You can see people here are now trying to clean up and salvage what they can. Frankly, there's not much to salvage. There's a lot of pent-up anger in South Africa right now, fueled by politics, poverty, and the pandemic.
This morning, America's most important ally in Africa, rocked by historic, sweeping, and dangerous protests, fires, and looting. Tensions boiling in South Africa, prompting protests on a scale not seen in nearly 3 decades. Since the end of the racist regime of minority rule known as apartheid, protests that had implications around the world. More than 100 people killed, thousands arrested, windows smashed, and in some cases, businesses burned to the ground. In a dramatic moment captured on cell phone video, a toddler tossed and saved from a burning building torched by rioters. These demonstrations started after the arrest of former President Jacob Zuma, who's facing a sweeping corruption investigation. Even now, half of South Africa's population lives below the poverty line, and unemployment is at nearly 33%. All of that compounded over the past year by the pandemic. Now, some business owners struggling to figure out how they'll recover.
We know the rate of unemployment is very high, but when we do things like this, then it becomes more higher.
In Washington, the White House says it supports a solution that respects human rights and brings a peaceful resolution to the ongoing unrest.
We certainly track and watch closely and certainly have concerns about unrest that we see in the streets in South Africa.
And another effect we've seen of the past several days of looting, problems getting food, fuel, and even medicine in some cases. There are long lines for food and fuel in parts of the country today. And the government, saying that they will not stand for anarchy and chaos on the streets, has now asked to deploy some 25,000 troops to restore calm. Savannah, the first 10,000 or so are already on the streets.
All right, Kelly Kobaya, stay safe. Thank you so much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.